Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
Today we're finally drinking Smoke Wagon.
In Bozeman.
All right, well, Smoke Wagon has officially landed in Oregon. Of course, we're in Montana today. That doesn't matter. We packed it up, brought it along for the ride. It's a great traveling whiskey, if we're honest. And I have to read it off the spreadsheet because I don't have the bottle with me for, we can only carry so many little bottles with us in the van. So this is Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 116.72 proof. It is a 4 to 10 year blend sourced from MGP is our understanding. And we got this bottle for $75 in Oregon.
We decided to review this bottle specifically because we've really been enjoying it lately. And heads up, I like it.
Yeah, we've been going to this one quite a bit lately. And we thought that here in front of the Bridger Mountains in Bozeman, Montana would be a great place to sip this because it's powerful and that nose will come through even when you're outdoors. So we're excited to do this one. We're going to talk a little bit about the nose, the palate, the finish, the mouthfeel, all that sort of thing. We'll talk a little bit about value in comparable bottles after that, but we're excited to get into this. Let's get right to the nose.
A nice vanilla oakiness.
I completely agree. Yeah, there's a couple of these barrel-proof MGP bottles that are super unique, that are so flavorful. Belle Meade immediately comes to mind with all of that beautiful oak and brown sugar. This one almost has a little bit of an apple pie on the nose. There's something a little bit different about this one. It's been really hard for me to put my finger on exactly why I like this one so much. Spoiler alert. Again, we're enjoying it. But right off the bat on the nose, it tastes special. It tastes like something, maybe you haven't had something like this before. It's exciting. It's an exciting whiskey.
And the nose is very sweet. But I already know, because we've had a bunch of this already, that the palate isn't inherently sweet. So it's an interesting juxtaposition between the nose and the palate on this.
Yeah, and if you don't like the word juxtaposition, indeed, this is a very unique balance. And a little bit of cinnamon on the nose, a little bit of that doughy baked good caramel, vanilla, some of the typical bourbon flavors that you're expecting, but that apple pie and some of that's going on here. Yeah. I think we're ready for our first sip.
Yeah, and I want to agree that it's doughy apple pie-ness there. It's interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We like interesting.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. I just like it.
It's just fantastic. It's vanilla, cinnamon, lots of nice, sweet, rich oak flavor. And man, I love an oak whiskey. I love oak on my whiskey.
And I let it sit just a little bit. And on the finish, I'm getting a nice nuttiness. More like almost like a dry nut, like a walnutty finish or something.
Yeah, there's definitely a nuttiness here. It's nothing like peanuts or peanut butter or anything like that. It's a totally different style. Just so buttery smooth on the palate, the mouthfeel, the body here. It's just, I'm gushing about it from every angle. I just think that this is absolutely phenomenal, well-balanced, sweet, spicy whiskey.
Yep.
It checks every box for me.
And on the second sip, I got a little tobacco on that one, a little leather. So it was interesting because my first sip did turn a little bit sweeter, and this one is all spicy tobacco-ness.
All those flavors, the apple pie up front and everything results in a vanilla, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of dark brown sugar, but leather is the lasting flavor on the finish.
And at that 116 proof point, I think it's actually just perfect.
Yeah.
It's a nice warmth, not overpowering. I just think that there's nothing bitter on this. It's just a really balanced, interesting, delicious sip. And we don't even have to talk for hours and hours on this because you know that we like it.
Yeah, all the notes that we've given you so far, that's ultimately what we get. The nose, the palate, the finish, they're all a little bit different. It's a little bit of a ride, but it's a pleasure to take the ride. And of course, we like it. We've been saying that over and over. So the value on this bottle, the mouthfeel is incredible. The palate, the body, everything's great on this bottle. $75. It's not cheap by any means, and there are some great bottles at the $75 price point, $65 price point even. What I like about this one is that it's a little bit like that Belle Meade Reserve. It's a little bit like that Penelope Barrel Strength. These MGP bottles, they're just a little bit different. And of course, we love our Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. We love our Belle Meade Reserve, which we already mentioned. We love our Old Forester 1920, and even throw Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Tennessee whiskey into the mix. So many great bottles at that price point and near this proof point, but this one's very unique, and we just keep going back to this bottle. it sold out almost immediately in Oregon, and I really hope that they bring some more back because we're going to need some soon, Smoke Wagon.
And I agree. I'm a little bit hesitant on that $75 price point, but this one I think is actually worth it. It's just different than anything else we have on the shelf. It's very satisfying. I really like it. I mean, and I'm a sweet bourbon drinker. This is kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah.
And it is just gushing.
Yeah, the balance is incredible on this. And by the way, it comes from Nevada. Well, whiskey comes from Nevada.
Love it.
Yeah, fantastic. Whatever they're doing is outstanding. And this is definitely one of the better bottles that we've bought this year. So we're gushing about it. It's lovely. Again, maybe it's just the setting, but honestly, we've been reaching for this bottle a lot. We've been gushing about this bottle a lot. And by the way, the bottle is beautiful. The design of it is spectacular. And yeah, what else is there to say?
Nothing.
Yeah, we've covered all that ground. Well, we're going to get back to drinking this in front of the mountains here in Bozeman, Montana. I couldn't really be more excited to drink this whiskey in this setting. It's spectacular.
It seems actually kind of perfect.
Kind of perfect.
So from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. There's a dog over there.
I like dogs.